And we're here now with head coach Randy Bishop at the Coaches Reunion. And Coach Bishop, this has been a kind of a special day, getting all these guys together and hearing a wealth of information, knowledge, and respect for one another. And it's just it's so inspirational, isn't it?
It's so special to be able to come in here and be with coaches that you've competed against and actually you've been raised with, a lot of these guys. And, I hadn't seen Jimmy Corona in 25 years, so it gives you an ability to come in and share stories and talk. And, I got a lot of respect for everybody that was here, and it's just special. I hope it continues.
I loved listening to all the coaches speak today, one at a time as we went around the room. And one thing that I heard a lot of people say is that they never really invented a play themselves. They were stealing from each other. No,
that's absolutely true. I stole things from Ken Crawford, and Coach Felling was a big inspiration. I used a lot of his drills, and none of us created anything. But that's the fun part of it. You pick up stuff to use in your program and share. And then now I got younger coaches ask me for stuff, and I always tell them, well, Coach Felling gave me this 25 years ago. So that becomes part of our functioning too, being able to help younger people and then sharing with them what we got from other people. But it's special.
Speaking of young coaches, you spent many years, of course, at Lawrenceville. Now you're up at Robinson, and you've got some young coaches on your coaching staff, and it's got to be special for you.
It really is. My head assistant's my son-in-law, so he got to coach with me at Lawrenceville too when we had those good teams there. So it was good getting him in there, and he's familiar with the Robinson kids because he's got a grandson playing up there. And then Mike Billingsley's been really special to me because years ago when I was at Martinsville, his team competed against us, and so it's good to draw those kinds of guys in. And I needed a big man coach, so he came in to help me. So I've been fortunate.
I remember when he used to be down in Chester, too.
Yeah, he did. He's been around and coached a lot of places. And my fresh soft coach, Trayton Brown, has never coached, but he had a winning season this year. I think he was 9-6, willing to get in there and learn, and he's a hard worker. Nowadays, you pretty well got to have a young coach that can mediate a little bit with today's kids. I'm not a technology guy, so those guys live and die it, so it's good to have that kind of guy there. But, I want to thank Mike Ray for putting this on, too. It's just been great.
It has been. I remember your Lawrenceville team. I'm trying to remember the year. It's probably been 6-7 years ago. You were in the sectional at Flora that year, and it was sold out so early. And so the folks at Flora invited us to come up there to cover the game with video streaming, and I remember that game well. And what an atmosphere that was that night.
It was so much fun, and we'd beaten them earlier in the year. It was Teotopolis, and they were really good and itching to get even with us. So we had a lot of Lawrenceville people, but the gym was so packed we had to turn people away. But it was a great atmosphere for a coach and for the kids that played. Came down to 1 or 2 possessions in that game, but that's the way it ought to be. And, I had to, bless the fact that when Ken Crawford coached in 86 and 87 and went to state and won it all, we played them to a 3-point game and actually had the lead with 3 minutes left. Turned it over and they beat us, but those crowds reminded me of that way too. And you've been through a lot of those yourself. It's just so much fun. And it's something your kids remember for the rest of their life.
Absolutely.
That we played in that kind of crowd.
Yeah. Well, it's great to see you today, Coach Bishop. Hope you enjoyed yourself, and it's been fun.
I appreciate you doing this, and I always enjoy reading your Facebook posts. I read that nice one you had about Coach Flanagan and the one about Jay. You're really what keeps the memories alive, guys like you.
Well, thank you.
When we can see that, and it's good because we can show our players your posts, and then they get an idea. So I appreciate everything you do.
All right, Coach. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay.